So you're doing a lot of training now. You kind of you got your hands in a lot of pots. You got ice cream, you got training. The world is getting more dangerous by the day. I live, I don't want to say exactly where I live, but I live somewhere on the East Coast in a rather large city. And we're at a 30 something year crime high, murder rate record. Um, this is kind of your bread and butter. You know how to protect yourself. You train people now how to protect themselves in like kind of the active shooter situation. What advice do you have for someone who's like, man, I'm nervous, I'm scared, I feel like I'm in a dangerous situation? Like, what do you do to stay alert?
There, I could do a whole nother podcast about that kind of stuff, but since we're wrapping it up. My opinion about that is the like subtract the knife fighting and shooting and jujitsu is good for everyone to do. I think it's like the most baseline level of self-defense is like knowing how to fight your way out of things and get away or whatever. But it's the baseline for all of that is situational awareness, in my opinion. Just you don't have to be hyper vigilant, but just paying a little attention, especially in like just know when you're vulnerable, especially in a city at nighttime. If you're sitting in your car waiting for somebody to come out of a restaurant, you're picking somebody up and you're in your social media scrolling, the doors are unlocked, like don't do that. Like just it's not offensive, or rude to just have situational awareness. If you're on one side of the street and some people are walking towards you that you just get a vibe about that you feel uncomfortable, go the other way or switch sides of the street. It's not fucking rude. It doesn't matter if they say anything or you know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
like
Trust
just
your gut.
basic, it's just, uh, it's simple, you can get online and look at situational awareness type stuff easily, like right now, without having to go pay anybody to do training or anything. And just realizing where you're at and what's if you're at a bar drunk and then it's time to go home late at night, like think about that quickly before you just go out there in like the middle of Chicago where crime's super high after 8 p.m. and people are burning their tires up and down the street because they know the cops aren't going to do anything about it right now. Like have a just a simple plan for that. Like, hey, my ride, hey, let me text me when you're outside so I can go straight from outside the bar into the car, lock the doors, and we drive. Or don't wait till the last second that it closes before all the fights and all the things. Like, you know what I mean? Just some situation. I have a really my best friend lives in Chicago and is trying to get his son to get a little bit better at having situational awareness because he keeps like sneaking up on him, in the car. He's a teenager. He's in the car scrolling, and he'll be like, "Hey, give me all your money," and you're like, and he will like, "Okay, dude, it's fun, ha ha ha, whatever." He's angry because he scared him. Like, dude, listen, lock the door. Keep your head up and look around, look in your mirror, and just see if anyone's approaching you. If you feel weird, just you can pull up, to the next block or whatever, go around, like stuff like that. It's situational awareness.
I couldn't agree anymore. 100%. My old boss always says, if your gut tells you something's wrong, something's probably wrong. And
Yeah,
and if I
don't
see a
hesitate
group,
on that.
and if I see a group coming towards me, I don't care if they're men, women, what their race is. If
Yeah,
they're acting weird and they look like they're holding something, I'm crossing the street.
and it's there's this thing in our culture where it's like we're worried so much about offending and being rude to people or whatever they think. And like in nature, right? If you see a rattlesnake coiled up, it's not rude to go, oh, and like move away. The rattlesnake's not gonna be like, you're fucking rude, man. It's so what people look like and how they vibe matters. It's okay. It's not offensive or rude. You're not generalizing people just because you move across the street or something. Like, so yeah, it's just don't hesitate on when you feel that.
We've got two questions left. This interview has lived up to all the expectation. I'm having an absolute blast getting into all this.